Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Alright, I think we're good. I think we're in business. We're rocking. Good evening, y'all. Time for some Thursday night shenanigans. I'll be your host with the most. Matt the Cutter, stopping and representing VQ, rolling in with the raid immediately. Thank you so much, VQ. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go check out her stream if you're not familiar with her stream. I'm assuming most people here are, though. Matt representing with the resub. 5 months now. Showing that love. I appreciate it. We got Artemis in the house. Siffle web guy who I always think of wiffle ball, which means something completely different. Showing up here. Appreciate that, Dan. All right, we are going to get some action going on tonight. We're going to take challenges in any format. I'm assuming most people want to play commanders, so I will definitely take challenges any format, and we'll see what kind of action we can get into. The Bucks are playing in Game 6 tonight, and hopefully they don't give this game away like they did the last one. So, anyways, we'll be rooting for them. Cream City. It's backwards on my camera. There's something this right here. Matt has sent over the challenge right away. Let's go ahead and get that started up here and get the action going. Can I get a sound check? How's the music volume? Pretty good. A little too loud, a little bit too soft. I think it might be a little too loud, but I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. I'll wait for that feedback. All right, let's go and hop in here and see what we got going on. Matt sending over the Random Commander Challenge. Artemis is giving a thumbs up on the sound. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, so we've got all the core sets. We've got Allies, Command, Assault, and Random Commander. So we'll do likewise. We'll do Random Commander as well. Matt says turn it up. Matt also likes to deafen himself and everybody. I'm already deaf, so I'm all about that. I'll turn up just a smidge. If it's quiet for you guys, I'm all about that. Because on my end here, it just seemed like it was a little... I guess I could just turn my headphones up too, or down. Whatever, we're good. All right, turn up just a smidge. Let's go and hop in this game with Matt. Matt is going first. Artemis throwing in the challenge right away. Thank you so much, Artemis. We will get to that shortly. I hear you on that, Dan. Two of my buddies, when I grew up between middle school and high school, are both drummers too. One of them kind of stopped playing a little bit after school. The one, he still continued, and he learned guitar and all that stuff, and he makes music still. But yeah, some loud weekends hanging out with those guys. All right, Matt is playing as Matt. Okay, first of all, I didn't even address this. Here it is. Inception time. I'm playing Matt against Matt. Who's playing Matt? Who's the better Matt? Am I the better Matt? Or is Matt the better Matt? Playing Matt. Stay tuned. We'll find out. Alright, Matt picks up the solar skiff. Okay, so we got some action here right away. We got a Stealth Needle obviously on board. We've got a Convoy Bot. We got another solar skiff. We got both have blue, obviously. We both have blue and green. Newberg's deck, just quick review for everybody. Newberg's game is a phenomenal gambit. Scrap it out, get 3 trade, 4 life. Faction of colors, draw a card. But this pack domination is really underrated. It doesn't seem like much. First time you gain life each game or each turn, you gain 3 combat. So that means a card like this basically should say 1 gold, 1 trade, or 5 authority and 3 damage. It's just awesome. Yeah, so Artemis is suggesting we sit down and do a best out of 1,000. So we'll be done by the time Origin starts, and we'll meet you guys there. Sound good? All right. I got to figure out what I'm doing here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possible trade, which is exactly enough to get both of these. I'm kind of greedy. I want to start getting that life right away. I think this is going to be a battle. I've got a perfect 6 there. I almost wouldn't mind forcing a shuffle by getting these two. Tell you what, let's buy first. Let's just buy the Stealth Needle first because it's fun. There's only one of it in the game. You kind of, oh, a storage silo sitting out there being annoying. I'm giving up the opportunity of getting the convoy bot. I'm giving up the other solar skiff, which could be bad. He's already got blue built in. But having that silo sit out there can be kind of nice. This is a little bit tougher choice than what I think it should be. I kind of don't want to pop the Gambit because I only got a 50-50 shot of getting a trade. Though, if I do draw either one of these blob cards, I can faction with my guy, and then I can scrap something out I don't want him to have. So that's an option too. Well, I guess I can do that anyways just by popping that. Smart. I'm not going to do it. I am going to just take that storage silo. I want to see what Matt's going to do. I'm going to force him to make the play. See, I would have drawn a Viper. I would have drawn the worst card that was still in my deck available to draw. So, kudos to myself. Pat that. Oh, Artemis said 100. Again, I can't count. Numbers are hard. I still even think 100 could be a good time. So, Matt, I hope you don't have any plans for like this weekend because we're just going to sit here and play for the next like 3 days straight. Dan will be there at Origins. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it so much. 2 years ago would have been my first time, or no, last year would have been my first time, and of course it got canceled. And I don't know why I've never been there. I've gone to gaming conventions on and off for the past 20 plus years, but there's a big stretch in there where I didn't go to any, so don't get me wrong. But I'd never been to Origins, so it's something that I feel that I kind of need to go to. It needs to happen. Okay, so Matt did take the convoy bot, did take the other solar skiff. He's got a nice little thing going here. I really would like mining mech. I really would like mobile. I would like any of these. I think now might be an okay time to pop it, even though we're gonna flip the deck, but that's fine. Because I want to get some trade here. Okay, I get one more trade. I get perfectly one more trade. Now I got to make my choice. I can scrap out something else. So I like mining mech because I do want to get these starters. The deck has 5 starters. It's got 4 scouts and a Viper. Those are completely useless. Especially if I can get a mining mech, that just about gives me all the trade I'm ever going to need. So I think we are going to grab that mining mech. It'll take a little bit to scrap it out, but that's okay. And then I think I will blow up that mobile market. I think it's a little too good in both of these, and I flip them a better base. Unfortunately, can't do anything about it. But that mobile market, not only is it normally just good, yeah, you put it out there, it's 4 defense, 2 trade, or you scrap it and you get some life and you draw a card. But then with packed domination, yes, packed domination, you trigger that then right away too. So I think it's pretty huge. All right, we'll see what happens here. Matt is not able to get 6 trade going, so he cannot buy that Coalition Fortress. And he's going to scrap it out. Totally understandable. We can, however, purchase it. What did he end up buying? He's got a Swarmer, he's got a Missile Bot. Those are bad things for us. Frontier Ferry is really tempting. It's automatically going to trigger the domination. It's going to get trade. It's going to blow up the base. It's going to keep us in the game longer. But Frontier Station helps us a little bit, and it's annoying. He's got to work around it. It's going to soak 6 damage. We are going to grab that up. We're going to take that. Give me that. Oh, and then because of this, it gets shuffled in the deck. I totally forgot about that. So Frontier Tug, if you buy base, it gets shuffled in. We know it's going to go there right away. So that's a good thing for us. I can buy that Fed shuttle if I want, and honestly, it's not nearly as good as a solar skiff. But in this case, it might be okay because of the life gain. It's going to trigger the domination. We do have a scrapper. We only have one scrapper, but we'll buy it. Hope we don't flip them anything too good. We don't. Okay, so that's good. So let's trigger that. Get some life gain. Get some damage. Ooh, that's a pretty hand. A pretty hand. We are listening. No, this is not Monster Cat. This is some other random mix I found. So we might get to some Monster Cat in a little bit. I think this one's only like an hour long, so that's not going to last us that long. Yes, Artemis is 100% correct. You do have to pair it with blue. My deck already has multiple sources of blue, so that's a good thing. Ooh, Matt flips over a Summit Site. And he's still got a beast of a deck going. He's got a Stealth Tower and a Patrol Mech now. And Stealth Tower is really good because obviously if I start putting bases out, he can just copy one of his choice. And the turn you put it out, that's the nice thing about Stealth Tower. I think it's underrated is you put it out that turn, they can't plan on it unless they blow up their own base somehow. So you're kind of like, if you put it out, you run that risk of them being able to copy it. If you don't, then you're really crippling yourself. Anyways, I do have definitely the trade. I can't scrap. I could scrap the Cluster Shard, but I think we'll keep it for the scrapping ability here. And then we'll buy the Summit Site. As I said, we will keep it for the scrapping ability to kill one of our super carriers. It's one of ours. I don't know who it is. Alright, so we'll get that. We'll take some damage off of the Frontier Station. And we'll apply the beats, as it's known. And pass turn. So Matt is going to be putting down some scraps, some damage. He's got a lot of stuff going here now. I've got a decent lead. But with these decks, I mean, leads are great, but anyone watched Matt's stream last night, the very end of the stream, we played one more game, and he literally was up like 62 to like, I don't even know, I was at like 12 or something. I was really low, I was just about dead, and then I had a turn where I just came back, I did like 30 damage, I gained 10 or 15 life, and then I ended up winning like 2 turns later. It just fell together. And that's what happens with these decks. These decks can do some pretty crazy things. Yes, yeah, anyone who didn't watch that, if Matt still has a replay in his stream, it was a good epic comeback. I definitely thought I was dead for sure. I thought I was dead much earlier in the game. He had a significant lead for most of it. And then I had, a good shuffle where stuff came together. It's, like, a lot of Star Realms games go like that, but having some of these life gain factors, I've got to decide if I want to start getting some defense going here, because Matt is going to start playing down a lot of damage. He's got all these blobs which add up. He's got the red scrappers that are going to add up. So I kind of almost don't hate the belly button just because it's got one more defense and it's going to combo off my mighty mech. I guess I'm not too worried about that. Where at least gun platform, it's only 4, but it does 3 damage. I think that the damage part of this and the blob one, I forgot the name of the blob one offhand. I think it's kind of underrated. Just buying them for damage. So do I want to shuffle it in there? No, I kind of don't. Oh, that's the only bad thing though. I kind of want to get to this stuff here. Yeah, because I want to try to get a ship in here to get something a little bit better. So, I mean, worst case, I'll copy the Ripper. I'll take the platform. I'll stop yapping. Oh, there's a convoy bot now. I've only got 1 scrapper. I still have 5. I still have all my starters. I haven't scrapped once. This is a really tough choice because I'm giving up 5 life and 3 damage to pick up the convoy, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with the plan. We're going to pass turn. Yeah, it's not the worst thing. I could copy. I can get some double scrap off the row, or I can get some extra damage off the Ripper. Obviously, that Stealth Needle, I'd rather see it. I mean, I don't have the best targets for it, honestly. Building a base deck with Stealth Needle. This is what I want to see. I want to see that Stealth Tower come out with no targets. But Matt has got double Solar Skiff. He's got tons of Blob doing their thing. He's got some action going on here. Blobbot goes away. I don't even get an opportunity at it. I do like to see that Lancer drop down, though. We will be picking that up for show. Alright, so we will just copy the Ripper because there's nothing on the road that we are interested in killing. Yeah, we don't care about anything out there. Alright, hey, I can actually scrap a card. Bonus. Good to see, good to see. Alright, Matt's dropped. Oh! Well, Matt's probably. Oh, he still has 3 starters. He did a ton of damage, but he just played 3 scrappers with no scrap targets. That's huge for us. That is really, really huge. Let's kill this Scout. My question here, do I want to try to get a base into my deck and then try to draw with... No, I won't have the blue until I play the Summon Site. Scratch that. Again, I know how to play. Professional player here, folks. Watch out. Alright, but I really don't want any of these cards. Oh, he did scrap 2 for man. I'm paying attention. I don't know what you guys are doing. We'll grab the Outland Station. That's always a good card to pick up. I love it. It replaces itself. It gains life. Oh, booster. Okay, but still, yeah. I mean, you got to scrap out what you got to scrap out now. For sure. We are going to waste a lot of trade again. But we don't, I mean... Freighter wouldn't be terrible, just because we do know there's bombs. I'm going to flip him something good if I buy that Freighter, though. I know it. Alright, I did not, luckily. I got very lucky there. That was a risky purchase. Alright, so we got to try to survive. It's a very close game. Matt has scrapped out. I think I've scrapped one card. So that's it. So even if Matt is scrapping out his other starters that aren't like more powerful cards that he starts with, there's still cards that aren't as good as the cards he's buying. So it's good to get him out either way. Alright, Matt can't do a lot that turn, which is really, really good for us. There's really nothing on the board here we're that interested in buying, though, either. So we're just going to gain a bunch of life. That is legitimately what we're going to do with this turn. Do I want to cycle the deck? I almost kind of do. I don't want to draw something stupid like stealth. Well, whatever. I'm going to cycle the deck. I builder bot. So, well, at least I got it out there. I can use it. It is what it is. Yeah, we're still not buying anything. We're going to leave that row clogged. Oh, that is an ugly hand. But that means we got sauce coming up. So we'll see what he does here. Bucks are winning 70-61. Spoiler. They were also winning last game too. Until they decided to give the game away at the end. And, well, Kevin Durant could not be stopped. But even so, Bucks kind of gave that away a little bit. Alright, Matt is going to dish us some damage, keep it a close game, 14-point game, and I've got a really bad turn. He's got straight fire coming here. I don't know if this is lethal. 12, 17, you know, let's say 21. I don't think he can get lethal next turn, but he is really close. Oh, I might die then because I can't do anything. Oh, this is rough. And we have no events, no heroes. So these formats, when people pick them, it kind of pins you in this. If they can get their deck trimmed down faster than yours, you're stuck. So that's a bad thing here. This is rough, because I don't really want to buy anything either. And I'm doing so little damage. I mean, Man, I feel bad leaving 7 trade SIDs, but sometimes that's what you do. I'm almost tempted to buy the Stellar Reef just because it can scrap itself. Flip me something for 5. It's not even a 6. No, we're not going to do it. Oh, you absolutely can overscrap your deck. It's been a while, but I've gotten myself in that situation where all of a sudden you see that sometimes where someone gets a really early Brain World or Arc, and they think they're set, and their opponent is still able to put together a good deck. Meanwhile, you've scrapped out, and what they usually do is they scrap out like too much of their trade, so then they can't follow up their scrapping with also purchasing powerful cards to draw more often. And all of a sudden, they're just drawing more starters, and all of a sudden they're not drawing anything because they are just buying junk. Okay, so we're basically dead. We've got a fine lethal. We might be able to. Let's go for it. A double Lancer is a bonus, even though Newberg has a 6-card hand. Double Lancer is a good thing. We got a lot of outposts up there too, so that might help keep us alive. We can't get through. My goodness, I got junk. How did this deck Oh, I mean, I guess I've had life, which has kept me into the game, but otherwise this deck has done nothing. So we're going to unfortunately leave Matt at 3. And is that because we didn't gain any life this turn? Yep. If we would have found a way to gain some life this turn, we would have had the lethal to kill him. That's unfortunate. I'm going to pass turn. And cross our fingers. That's not a very promising draw. Matt's got to do 20 damage. He definitely has 20 damage available in his deck, plus the Domination's going to get him 3 bonus damage. He pitched damage card, so he did not have it. But what stinks is he's going to do enough to knock out my bases. He put down an outpost. I don't remember him buying the belly button, but that's going to keep him alive. Oh, he couldn't get rid of my summit site, so that helps. I still don't think I can get him, though, unfortunately. We can at least scrap some stuff out of the row now. And we are still just flipping complete junk. Complete junk. I almost don't hate the idea of putting the Star Barge on top, because if I get it with the Lancer or the Needle, it's good. I hate that it's a Star Barge and I couldn't buy something much better. You know, anything would have been basically better. This is rough. I'm assuming Matt has 6 damage in his hand, so that's a pretty disappointing end to that game. Yeah, 2 cards. Well, he can play his whole hand too if he wants. That was a very disappointing end to that game, especially having Summon Sight out there, giving me an 8-card hand, and I couldn't do anything with it, unfortunately. But good game, Matt. Good game. That was very close the whole game. I just couldn't get the little bit of scrap I had. I couldn't get it going, and I think that really cost me. I drew a couple hands there where it was just junk, and I couldn't do anything with it. And you were able to secure that early. I wonder if I really should have grabbed that Convoy Bot that turn 1. The Convoy Bot and the Stealth Needle. Who knows, maybe that would have made the difference there. Alright, Artemis has a challenge. Artemis, if you don't mind, I'm going to get another game in here with Matt real quick. And then we'll try to pound out. Matt and I usually do a best 2 out of 3 on both our streams. On my stream and his stream. To make sure that we are cementing represented dominance in the Twitch Star Realms adversary that we have, I guess is the way. Alright, Artemis is still rocking through his queue, so he's good to go. Alright, Matt is sending the same thing. I'm assuming Matt's also sent over a random commander again. We'll accept with random commander. And Matt gets to go first again. Alright, let's see what he's got. All right. So Matt is playing the cutter. Wait, Matt is the cutter. Matt is playing Valken, and I am playing Hive Lord McCready. So this should be interesting. So Matt has a commander that has the ability to gain life back if they choose to unscrap a card once a turn, if they've scrapped, from their hand or discard, I believe. I suppose I could look right at it. Hand or discard. Where McCready is really built to be a damage machine. It's kind of like a built-in veteran pilots. You can get some built-in damage going right away. McCready's also got a pretty good gambit here. Valken's gambit is iffy. I've seen it work well when you throw up a base wall and then you just throw it on top of it. It's like something else to get through. Or if you play it early and you don't think they've got the damage, but commander decks almost always can put together 6 damage to blow up this base right away. So you almost basically save it the turn that you need to faction, is really what I do with it. So we've got some options here. We are going to buy this blob wheel because there's a command ship on board. We're going to recognize that. Matt cannot buy it directly right away, but he does have a frontier tug, so after the shuffle he might be able to. Yeah, we can't, well, no, we can't get it right away either. So let's go ahead, and now I am tempted to buy that Imperial Frigate. I think we're going to forego the 2 damage to get that and get more used to that over time. Or not the Imperial Fighter. The Imperial Frigate's what I just flipped, and that's unfortunate because that's my card. That's my favorite card from Vanilla, from Core Set. And it's going to go away, I bet. I'm going to call it. There it is. Matt knows better. He's going to take that. And finally, watching their deck hand. Yeah, so exactly. So the nice thing about the online Star Realms, at least, is you can kind of click on their hand, click on their deck, get an idea what they might have. Yeah, exactly. It might give you a chance to know when's a good opportunity to play it versus another time. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6 possible. I could try to flip this over and try to get the central office, but even though I don't have blue, I'm certainly not passing up this Alliance Frigate. No way, Jose. That card is just way too good. Alright, so we are going to take the trade. We're going to buy a Builder Bot, and we're also going to buy a Repair Bot. We're going to, fingers crossed, try to get some damage in there, or some scrap. So I did not top deck either one of them, so that's a bonus. I might be able to scrap up these scouts. We'll see what happens. So one thing that was actually in the community, just a reminder, cards like this are colorless. They do not have a faction. There's no faction symbol on the card. So I get confused often. So someone had asked, like here, this card, why doesn't this get bonus damage from its faction from this card? Well, this card doesn't have a faction. So that's why. Kind of like Merc Garrison. It's the same way. It doesn't have a faction, but it has abilities that work off of other colors. So it's a little bit weird, but I think our brain just automatically sees this ability and just assumes that. I know I certainly did when I first started. So, all right, Matt does choose to play out his base this turn. Interesting. We'll see if we can do something about that, and we will be able to. So I just have to determine how I want to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I think now we're gonna take a shot. We are going to go for the 8. Hopefully you draw a trade. We do not, unfortunately. Fellas, thanks for stopping in. I don't think I recognize your name. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate you stopping in. Alright, so we can still do some stuff. I think, well, we can still get this central office. While I would like to get this conversion yard for sure, I'm not going to pass up a central office. It's a pain in the butt to deal with for your opponent. And if he doesn't kill it, it's going to give you steady trade. It's going to, I don't think I'll be able to top deck any ships because I got no blue, or you just do a draw. So I'll still be able to top deck a ship. And I do have blue, actually, for Alliance Frigate. So, 07 Commander. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll go with it. Matt is scrapping out the goods. What a jerk. Pack Warship going away. No surprise there. That card is so solid. And we are taking lots of damage, and we're losing a card by discard from my Alliance Frigate, or Imperial Frigate. We will get a scrap. Let's scrap out the Viper. Even though this deck is focused on doing damage, and then I know I'm going to need damage to overcome his, because of her ability. I mean, look at, she's at 50, and I'm at 38. I'm not going to be gaining much life, if any, of this game. She is going to continually gain life, and I've got to recognize that and prepare my deck to be able to deal with that. I will take the Lancer here, and do I want to blow up the Blob Wheel? Kind of want to save it, to be honest. We'll let it stick around. I'm just checking the score here. Of course, I look over, there's no score. There it is, 78-67. 80. So the Bucks are up by 13. Again, it's fourth quarter. They were up last game, but they're playing in Milwaukee, which is awesome. But that means Game 7 goes back to Brooklyn, so I'm not looking forward to that. Matt just smacks me for a ton of damage and blows up my base. This obviously not good for our situation here. I want to play this. Drop that out. Fellas throwing in the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You know what? I haven't been playing any of this stuff. Let's go ahead and... I don't really have a good cheer sound, I think. Hadouken! So we'll give him a Hadouken. Thanks for following. I really appreciate it. Alright, so we are going to get some green to at least get some damage. Put that on top. Alliance Frigate, we'll play that out there. We'll play the Imperial Fighter, so we're getting lots of damage, lots of healing. I'll play that pod. Let's get this outpost. I don't have anything good to scrap, so we'll select none there. We will take the missile bot. We're now going to get rid of the builder bot, and I potentially should get rid of cargo pod as well. Let it roll through again. It does damage and trade 3 apiece just by faction 1 green. It's hard to pass that up. Hitting this does 4. Do I play any of the other games? Yes. So I also play Hero Realms, Cthulhu Realms, if you're familiar with that. I have backed what's the one with the superheroes that they were coming out with? I totally drawn a mind blank. I can't remember that. I did back that, so I'm waiting for that to come. And then I did just back Robot Quest Arena, so I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played Sorcerer, and I haven't backed it. Oh, Kapow, yes, Kapow. Thank you guys. Absolutely, I backed it. I'm really looking forward to that. My son is 7. He's turning 8. He's really getting into like Star Realms and Hearthstone, and we've been playing board games. We play very light board games, but now he's getting to that level where he's asking about other games. And DG3 throwing in the Kapow. Thank you for stopping in, Daryl. And so I saw that and I was like, that was a must back. I mean, first of all, you know, it's from White Wizard Games. They put out phenomenal products. They have yet to disappoint. And what you get, you know, Mark mentioned this in like Board Game Geek or Board Game, one of the groups in Facebook. Same thing. Like, they put out a good product and they give out a lot of extra stuff with their Kickstarters. So for me, it was kind of an easy choice to do so. If you guys didn't back for Robot Quest Arena, I think today was the last day to do so. Dan is a White Wizard Games whale. I can certainly understand that. Like I said, it's tough because they, you know, legitimately just put out good stuff. So we are going to pitch a scout because we drew a scout. That's really unfortunate. I was hoping to get something a little bit better in there. Yes, it is good that they're not whale hunters. It's always... Okay, so... Do we pass up the 2 damage to get that Bioformer for more damage later? We do not. I like the Trade Star, even though it's... Well, it flips us over the old Battle Pod. Or the Battle... Yeah, Battle Pod. So we've got a tight game once again with the Cutter. But he's got that life gain. He's got good damage. And we know we're not gaining life. So this is going to be tough. Maybe he'll flip us something good. We'll see. Flips us an Imperial Flagship. Can't buy that, but we're at 3 life though too. So we're dead. What's he got? He has lethal in hand. He's got 14 damage in hand. So we either need to gain 12 life, or we need to find a way to win. Well, I mean, we do have a little bit of an outpost that helps, and we have a couple discards. I guess that also helps as well. Do we want to... I don't think we're going to end up using a central office. It's not going to help enough. Well, a little bit more there. We can at least get that convoy bot on top. But we're going to keep this for the damage. We are now going to scrap that out. You know what, I almost should have used this first. Just to like get something else out of here that might not have been as good. Alright, whatever. We don't know. We're just doing things. We're playing cards. Doing stuff. Robot Quest just ended, or Robot Arena just ended. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. I got in last, just today. I don't know why. I just kept putting it off. Watched the videos. I'm like, that looks awesome. I'm going to back that. And they just never did. So that, unfortunately, we lose another close game. This time with a life gain commander versus a non-life gain commander. Yeah, good games, good games. Unfortunately, we're on the raw end of it this time. Maybe I'll get mad in a late game later and just come back and get the win on them. We'll see. Good games though, for sure. Alright, Artemis has been very patiently waiting for this game here that he has sent over. Commanders. No, non-commanders. Okay. It's still missions. Missions are poopers, but no commanders. Missions with commanders is brutal. I mean, there's so many missions that you can accomplish turn one with, just their hand. I don't know, it's a different playstyle for sure. Not even just the Yokum playing down the 7 for Armada. I've had the ones where it's play like 3 of the same color ship, or whatever. You can get some stuff done fast. Okay, anyway, so Artemis sent us Colony Wars, both of the heroes. We've got assault missions, command, and stellar allies. It's a good mixture. Whoa, hang on. I meant to go look in here. We're going first. One thing to note is there's no events. So some of the chaos, and there's no gambits as well. Alright, so we didn't even pay attention to what we got. Alright, so we see our missions here. I can play with that. Unfortunately, we drew 2 instead of 3, so we'll just take the old Explorer and pass the turn. Bucks are still winning by 10, but again, lead slipping a little bit. They did just steal the ball, though. Oh no, the Nets stole the ball. Never mind. And Durant just taking a random foul. Anyways, so we'll wait a few more moments here for Mr. Artemis. There he is. Alright. He's rocking. Does get that patrol cutter. A little bit of the slot realms to play. Yes. Exactly. So it's interesting. You're not going to have some of those cards that really help missions, which is okay. Very nice, Dan. Very nice. So concerned if they could, but not if they should. We'll take this one. I think it might help us the most. We'll see. My goodness, that's unfortunate. I keep evenly spacing out the Vipers here. They all get a little bit of love. Alright, let's see what Artemis has going on. Artemis has 3 trade. He's holding back those Vipers. Trying to play some poker. But she wants to play every set. Yeah, well, I think what she wants to do is she wants to be good with every set. For her, it's very important, and she already is, which is the best part. But I think for her, it's very important to be good with all the sets as well. And just like you kind of said, maybe that's unfortunate purchasing choices there. Mixing them all together is not always good too. Yeah, altogether. I know she wants to be perform better at endurance as well. So I mean, there's just a lot of things. But yeah, I mean, once you go from playing with a select set versus playing with all the sets together, especially with some of the randomness and all that, the game changes drastically, and it's almost like it's not even almost like the same game, because you have to think differently, you have to play differently. Sometimes your objectives are different, like in missions, and it just takes on a whole new concept. Alright, so we are going to kill that, and there is nothing really out here that helps us, unfortunately. This is where I kind of struggle a little bit. Seeing his deck already, I'm going to get ran over. If I do what I'm thinking about doing, I'm going to get ran over. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to try to buy those explorers, try to get some things. Oh, and I am getting this type of draw on repeat. That's unfortunate. So we'll see what happens here. So we're assuming Artemis has, the base blob ship, or he has 3 of one color. Potentially, he might have the blues, or he might have Armada, because he's got some cards that draw. We're not quite sure. Does buy the Lancer, so he's going every color. So we're not quite sure what he has going on. Let's get that out of there. Take that guy, unfortunately draw that. I said I'm getting some weird draws where things aren't coming together. So we'll see what happens here. Ally ability from 2 different factions. Yeah, the dirty dual faction card triggering that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because it's not. He only factioned Star Empire. That's all he factioned. So that's the way the game is played. That's the way it works. But I do not like that at all. That's, with playing with the dual color cards like this, that's an advantage when going for missions for sure. The way the rules play. Now he's blowing up all sorts of stuff. Yeah, we're just getting ran over. I mean, this game's not even going to come down to the missions anymore. Let's just do that. Let's do that. I can't get this stuff going through. I don't want to hear E-Faction Unity. E-Faction Star Empire. Yeah, I'm sure that's how it works. He technically faction Unity and Star Empire. And I guess technically Unity, but Unity to me just means I faction Star Empire and Blob. Doesn't mean I faction Unity. Because to me then, you should have to have 2 Unity cards to faction each other. It's kind of like they're getting everything they want out of it. So the Artemis chooses to do here. I don't have any clue what his other factions or his other missions are. Again, I'm thinking he might still have Armada. Let's go ahead and buy that. Go ahead and buy that. Flip him another assault pod, why not? I've even kept it fairly close considering we're not even focusing on damage. I've literally just tried to focus and do my missions. It hasn't worked out at all, but you know. So he can't trigger the Ops Director to get... So he buys Hilk after he plays all his cards. Interesting. Gives himself a facepalm. Yeah, I was kind of curious how that worked there, but you know. You do you. Alright, so we are going to get at least one done. So we're not completely just dead weight this game. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, so not too bad. Let's get that. These don't really help, that's the problem. So I'm just going to buy this because it'll help cycle through. That'll help cycle through too, I guess, technically. I mean, I'm buying these cards that aren't doing what I want them to do anymore. So we will do this. Making him discard one card. Is it worthwhile? This is where we kind of get to that level of if he has Armada and he gets a couple draw cards, it could cost me. Frank throwing in the challenge. I appreciate that, Frank. We'll get there in just a moment. We will... We will not. Ugh. Gross. Gross. Yeah, we're not going to get, unfortunately, another mission off, I believe. Scrapping out, showing that War Elder. Draw a card, discard a card. Luckily, he didn't have that hot of a hand, but it was just enough damage to kill our outpost. That's really unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. Scraps out from the discard. I'm really curious about playing all his cards out there like that, but... And he buys a Coalition Freighter. And the game's probably over, so it doesn't matter, but I think that's... I probably would just bought the War Elder and got rid of a card. But... Alright, let's kill the Scout. Let's kill another Scout. Let's buy a War Elder. We're 2 damage short. No, I cannot. I cannot believe this game is this close. I cannot believe the game is going to end with me leaving you at 2. Oh, that's rough. I certainly hope you've got it. You've got, what, at least 1 or 2 ships that do 6 damage in your deck still? Yeah. Right there, 2 cards. Dead. DED. Oh, he does have another mission. 3 of the... Okay, so we called that. We called that right away earlier. We knew that one was going to happen. Artemis is going to complete the overkill to make it look like it wasn't as close as it was. But we know. Deep in our heart, we know. We know what was going on. Good game, Artemis. 2. Gets them down. You couldn't draw for anything? I don't know if you were watching my screen, Artemis. But for the first, I don't know how many turns, I kept drawing 1 Viper in every hand. And it kept me 1 away from buying something better. So I feel you. But that was definitely not just you. Worried? Well, yeah, I got you down to 2, man. So close. Very close. Good game, though. And for me, couldn't get it done. Yeah. Oh, I understand. Most people do watch or they do just listen. It's personal preference. You know, we've kind of mentioned it like we're streaming. We fully take on that like you are welcome to do whatever you want. That's just part of the challenge. It's not like we're playing a tournament or something, you know, that'd be different. I'm going to take this turn here with Karma Connect real quick. This is a Platinum League BGG game, which I'm just about to be exiting because I got demolished. I wanted to start, I should have kept record of how many games in this league I lost by one hand. Literally, I would be right at the end of the game, I'd have death in the hand, and I can't finish it off. Dan throwing in the follow, thank you so much, I appreciate that, Syphil Web guy. I can't believe we're on a follower. I don't actually think I've seen you in the stream though. You're not normally on this time. But yeah, you guys check out Dan too. Dan is also a streamer. Dan streams some arena. And Dan, I'm not sure if you stream anything else. Feel free to share. But yeah, there's so many. What am I doing here? I'm doing damage in end turn. So many games. I just was one away, and there was like multiple games in a row. And these are all top tier players. And that's how a lot of those games you kind of expect them to be because they're obviously most of those people in that league I'll gladly admit are heads and shoulders above me. But it's like their whole thought process around the whole game is at a level where it's just they've got it down fine-tuned. Dan does mostly just play arena. That's what I kind of thought. I was thinking about playing some other things. Yeah, absolutely. I talk about it. I have streamed a few other games, like with my kiddo when he wants to stream once in a while. But normally it is just Star Realms. But he likes to play, obviously, card games. So we've streamed a little Hearthstone. We streamed some. He also likes to play Fortnite, you know, like every other kid. Doesn't play it as much. Minecraft, Roblox, all that good stuff. So Frank is throwing out here a whole lot of action. Flat out refusing it. Alright, so Frank is sending us Colony Wars with a lot of stuff. All the promos, all the events, all the heroes, lots of sets. We're only now playing with Core, Frontiers, the Gambits, and Missions. I don't know if Frank picked a random commander or not. I will pick a random commander for the heck of it. No obligation on his part. Alright, let's see what we got here. So Frank has got Hive Lord McCready. We have Divine Admiral Lee. So, funny story. My hero card came out. My hero card is Star Empire and Machine Cult. So it's these colors here for alignment. You would think this would be my favorite commander right away. It might be my least favorite commander. I don't use this mechanic to the ability that it should be. I just don't normally seem to end up building my deck around it enough to work. Or to be worthwhile. It is a good ability if you can get it to work, if you can get it to go. So it oftentimes just comes down to be a red, yellow, and some other colored deck that has an extra card. That's really all it kind of does for me. Frank is indicating he did choose random. Alright, cool deal, cool. Good to hear. Again, wasn't required, but it's nice to know for sure. So we got the random battle going on here. As soon as Frank decides what my fate is going to be, how he's going to beat me down. Frank has some very good choices. I assumed he's going to grab that card. That card being Unity Fighter. This card is so good. Machine Cult, Blob. It does 3 damage. It costs 1. Like right there, that alone is pretty decent because you're getting 2 factions. It's 3 damage for 1. You can also scrap it to get rid of a card in your hand or discard pile. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we have some really tough choices. So we have 5 trade. There's a Mighty Mech out there. There's a Mega Mech. There's Bacon, there's High Priest Lyle, There is some good stuff. I wouldn't mind getting a scrap in here. Maybe like a scrap and a mining mech. Scrap a card in your hand or discard pile if you do draw a card. I might save that. This is choose a card, 2 or less. Okay, yeah, so that's not going to do me good right now. Alright, so this is tough. Because I really like Mega Mech, but I think I want to do... Yeah, I hear you, Frank, especially if you're just playing for fun. So I'm betting to buy so many cards with intention to scrap them. That is very true. I think we're going to go with the combo of... I thought this let me just draw right away. It doesn't, apparently. And you only draw if you... That's the other thing. This Gambit here is okay. It's like, it's okay. It's not great. And his ship, his super carrier ship, whatever the case is, it's the worst one of any of them, too. It is not good. I personally think they made some... Oh, that's going to trade or scrap. Oh, so I can't even do that if I want. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh my goodness. So if I scrap out a scout, I won't have 4 trade because then I only have 3 trade. I'm just really disappointed in these choices here. I mean, that just seems like so much opportunity wasted there. It doesn't seem like a lot, I guess, maybe. But starting out these games with the commanders, where you can get behind so fast, if you misplay first couple turns, it could make a big difference. I'm really happy I stuck to my guns and bought the mining mech now that Demolisher showed up. Yeah, Divine Admiral Lee, I just think he's weak. I'm taking 20 damage. I don't know if you guys recognize this. This is all cards that started in his deck. Like nothing purchased. He's just playing down a hand. He's doing 20 damage, and he just bought Mega Mech. Soak that in. 20 damage with just starters. Just starters. And he bought a Mega Mech. That shows McCready can do some action here. Oh my goodness. Alright. Daryl's bringing up a very good point. He likes to play for what he's comfortable with, not necessarily what his opponent's doing. That's a good factor as well. Alright, so this guy is going to let us discard a card to draw, so it'll flip our deck. Let's decide what we want to do here first. Do we have to draw and discard? You may discard. So we know we want to scrap out this Viper, even though we just took a gigantic hit. I still have to have some purchase. I mean, Frank could just be trying to roll us over too. Well, why don't we buy High Priest Lyle? Why don't we scrap that Scout? Lux likes Lee. Thank you for showing up, Lux. I totally missed you a while ago if you showed up. I'm sure. There it is. Kapows and everything. I don't know if I call it, and I probably did. Probably so oblivious. Frank was trying to maximize trade and 20 damage, so you did okay. Alright, we're going to scrap the Viper and then draw. Then we're going to discard and draw. I mean, I guess this kind of worked out okay. We're getting a lot of discard. 3, 4, we can get up to 5. I would like to get the bacon, but honestly, I don't hate getting the Ravager. Just for the damage and the scrap off the row. Yeah, Lux Bender, 3 minutes, man. Sorry about that, dude. Sorry to let you go. I think we will buy that Ravager. If anything, we keep it away. We're going to kill the Ranger. It's an upgraded starter. It's a double Viper. But this gives us an opportunity to get it out of the deck. Wow, okay. The Bucks are winning by 19. And there's 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. Hopefully they don't let this go. Again, Game 7 is in Brooklyn. And both the Bucks and Brooklyn are completely undefeated in the postseason at home. We'll see what happens. Oh, they tried to go for something. They're going for it. Swarmer going away, taking some damage. Is he gonna get fancy? Let's see if Frank's gonna get fancy on us. Note, I have not used the Alignment Ingenuity one time. I don't actually have any cards on my deck that can take advantage of it either. Explorers are a good opportunity for that. They're a good purchase for it. So... we got 4, we have up to 5 trade. We're a little short. We will put the bacon out, unfortunately. Coalition Messenger is not the worst, because it's going to combo the red. Does he have the trade to buy something big? 4 or 5? Not really. So, I mean, I almost want to keep these out here. It only gives me 2 trade, though. Whatever. Again, as I said, I want to keep those cards out there. Then I blow up the row. Interesting. He could definitely buy Midgate Station, which would be a pain. Cargo Launch, which is really good for him, obviously, in Spike Pod. So I think we need to kill the Midgate and the Spike Pod. Hopefully I don't flip him anything too good. Alright, nothing too good. Alright, we're trying to keep it a little bit close. Trying to do what we can to stay alive. We're struggling, though. We are struggling. Oh, hey. That is no longer copyright-free music. So let me, wait a minute. So let's hope we don't get the DMCA strike on that. Lo-fi chill beats, DMCA free. That's really not going to be good, is it? I mean, it might be. Here we go. No copyright. Oh, is this what I just played before, I think? Whatever, we're playing it again. I don't even care. That's what we're doing. Alright, Frank is playing bouncing bases. Not good. Mega Mech is so good. It's such a great card. I love this card. How can you not? I mean, it does 6 damage. You can return a base of yours to reuse it. You can return one of theirs if it's blocking you from killing them. You can return a base to their hand and make them discard it if you got some massive discard going on. And it combos with Machine Gold to draw a card on top of it. It's phenomenal. We're taking a load of damage. Are we dead? Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with Lux there. It is definitely top tier, S tier card in the game. It's so just the versatility of it, and it costs 5. It's super reasonably costed. All right, so we've got some things we can do here. Do we have a we have a discard draw. So there's nothing in there worth getting though. All right, so I will put those two. So we're dead. I'm assuming we're dead. 8. Yeah, he's got 5, 8. He's got 11 damage. So there's events. There's heroes. See what we can do. We have some discard, but it's not going to be enough to really affect anything. And of course, I don't have any of the 2 starters left on my deck to scrap out. That's annoying. Select none. We just want to clear some stuff off of here. We'll take that Predator out. Nothing. We'll grab the cargo launch. Supply run. I don't think that's really going to help out too much. We'll grab the Predator in case we're able to flip something else to draw a card. Alright, let's blow up a couple cards. That doesn't really help, unfortunately, either. We'll buy the cargo rocket, hoping to... it helps a little bit. It's going to give him life, unfortunately. What did we put on top? We put that Predator. Alright, so we can do this to get that. There we go, we got that guy. So how much damage does he have here again? Why am I looking? Okay, he's got 3, 8. He's got 11. So this gives us 3, which is exactly 11. Oh, plus this thing here. I think that's 12. That's unfortunate. Put that on top. Draw, hopefully flip an event. Nope. Well, once again, we made it an extremely close game. 8-11. Yeah. Rocket to the top still makes it an even 11. He's got the faction off of the Union Blitz. Giving him 1 more damage for 12, so it wouldn't even mattered. So it's Frank's turn. He just has to play his cards, and he wins. We're still dead, but that is classic. I've won games that way, where someone got fancy and they've got lethal, and they go and scrap something off the row, or they buy something and it flips that event where you gain life. Frank almost just lost the game, but he did not though. Good game, Frank. But that is hilarious. All right, so we'll do this again. Yep, Lux as well as lost games that way. I mean, I've done it. I've had it done against me. Oh my goodness. I always want to wish my opponent goodwill, but I legit wish that you wouldn't have had lethal then for doing that. Yeah, I like putting the sounds in there. I don't really throw a handful on there. Yes. Scrapping out a card when you had no business, no need to, just to do it, and almost lost the game because of it. But good game for sure. Good game, took me down. I like to remind people also who I am.
It's Brittany, bitch.
I do not have that on there. I've got that. If I were to actually win a game tonight, you'd hear something like that, but apparently, as you can see, there is no winning games this evening. This is not the evening of the Dusto to win games. Alright, so let's go ahead, and if no one else wants to send a challenge, I'm happy to take more challenges, even if you already sent one. Oh, yes. The Bri lost, first of all, and then when you give it away to a scrub player like that, hurts even more. Alright, so we got no challenges here. So I've been hearing something about in the queue, if you queue certain sets, it won't queue or something. I'm not sure. So we'll pick Command X. We'll make everything else optional. We'll try it real time. Do we want random or do we want to try to work? Let's grab Walsh. I like Walsh. I think Walsh is a pretty like even keel commander. So Bucks did end up winning. That's awesome. 104.89. For any of you sport ball fans, let's try it. Let's see if we can get a game out of the real-time queue. So now the Bucks have to go and finish it off on the East Coast. Brooklyn's home. Brooklyn Nets, which isn't in Brooklyn, it's in New Jersey, but whatever. DG3 is claiming territory. Saying back off, that's my man. Dan, I'm with you. I honestly, I'm at that point where before the playoffs, I literally probably watch a handful of games the whole season. When I was younger, like when I was in high school, I used to watch quite a bit. Used to have quite a big sports card collection. You know, back then we didn't have as much to keep us occupied as we do now. But no, so I followed a lot more back then, and now it's, you know, when it gets to the playoffs, then I try to pay a little more attention, at least to the teams I like. But even then, like, I missed 2 of the games of this series, so it's not like I'm like diehard, I gotta watch it. Obviously, I'm streaming while the game was going on. Yep, Daryl's indicating I can have his man. He'll share him. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like Walsh. I think he's real even tier, like I said. I think he's got really good abilities that aren't overpowered, and he's kind of like middle of the road. To me, I almost think he's kind of like an easy one to play too. NBA's only one of the playoffs. Kinda. It's definitely not what it used to be. And there's, you know, there's still, even though they're trying to curb it and they're trying to do things to prevent it, it's still that, you know, if you're at a certain lead, and it's kind of like hard to argue against them doing it, but if you get to a certain point in the season, you almost then do rest your starters because, like, you already know you're going to get in or something like that, you know. So we're playing against Bluey Zenmaster, 70-66. He is playing Newberg. We were playing Walsh, of course, as we already know. Can we get a good enough base Strickland to play? Ooh. Ooh, I like these choices. So we've got 3 with this Walsh's stratagem. I love it. I mean, I should say that too. This gambit is phenomenal. Even if you don't buy it, use it to buy a base Strickland to play. If you save it to buy a big bomb ship, that's something to consider. Do we have... What sets are we playing? We're playing a lot of stuff. Okay. So there's going to be bomb ships. But with that... Oh, I can get that farm ship. Do I want him? Well, we'll make him pick. Maybe that farm ship will be there for us. You know what? I'm going to use this. And I'm going to... We're going to try to combat some of this life game by putting that out there. And just let that roll. The Commander Tournament tomorrow. Oh, the one that, okay. So, Rick DeMille is running a Commander. I think you might still be able to sign up tonight. I don't know. For anyone that's interested, he's going to run. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll explain it. It's pretty simple. So basically, you pick 3 commanders, or you say, I'll take random. And then he'll just randomly assign you 3 commanders. And what happens is, you're going to play each week. I think each week you play one of your commanders, or you play all 3 of them against other people, something like that. And then basically each of your commanders has like a number of lives. And then once like you lose that commander, or you lose that number of lives or whatever, they're out. And then once all your commanders are out, you're out of the tournament. And then it's like kind of like round robin, I think. No, it's not. It's Swiss, I believe. But yeah, somehow you're going to end up, I think, in the start. No, that's right, in the start, you are going to play all 3 of your commanders right away. So there's going to be a lot of games to start out. Alright, so he was able to kill our base, unfortunately, right away. So as it goes on, the idea is it's going to whittle down the number of commanders you have left to play. There's a small chance somehow it came out that you might end up having to play your commander against yourself. We'll take that plasma bot, and unfortunately we'll grab explorer. Like if you happen to come up where your commanders are at that same rank or something like that, he said he's gonna try to avoid it, but it could happen. If that were to happen, then you just pick who you want to win. I think that might have been a little bit overblown. So people are asking questions about it. Rick's pretty good. I think he's gonna try to avoid that as much as possible, but he might not be able to. Okay, so let's grab this pulverizer. Let's grab this battle bot. Let's do some damage. So yeah, that'll be starting. I'm working at noon, so I'll catch up on it a little bit after that. Well, I'll be working halfway through my day at noon. But alright, we've got the High Lord out there. Ooh, and there goes Blob Alpha. Doesn't that kill the Corvette? Interestingly enough. Oh, we can't get the Infested Moon. We really want the Infested Moon. Hopefully he can't kill... No, he can't kill it. Can't buy it though either. He's doing something. Oh, maybe he's going to scrap it. He scraps Lyle. Alright, and we're taking a lot of damage too. So unfortunately, we can't do anything, and we don't faction our green either. We can buy a fighter base. We're not in yellow at all. But it is a 6 defense base that just sits out there. I think we'll grab the miner. Just give us some more purchasing power. I want to try to get some of these big cards that are just going to keep popping up. A stealth tower, a 6 defense stealth tower is pretty nice. Again, I didn't really go over this. I'll just click on it. Most people are familiar with these, but I'll wait till my turn. But basically, Walsh's main ability that stays out there is all of Walsh's bases are 1 defense better, and then all of your opponents are -1. So he is able to grab the Infested Moon. Unfortunately, that hurts. I wasn't in any position to buy it again though either, so I can't be too upset about that. We can get 4. I kind of like getting in that fighter base again. I'm not in yellow at all, but it's still a base. It's an outpost. He has to deal with it. I need to get that defense up there. Again, it's a 6 defense base. I can't argue with it too much. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, again, he has to kill a Surefour. Otherwise, he just sits out there and gets me 5 life every turn. And it's 6 toughness now, so it takes... I'm getting 5 life. He's got to spend 6 to kill it. It's an 11-point swing each time. It's pretty awesome. Super Carrier's out there. Oh, he scraps it out. I was going to say, while we can't buy it, we sure can scrap it out for 8 damage. Cargo Mech is out there, though, and Cargo Mech is going to be a must purchase for us. So we're not going to be able to get that and the pod, so let's kill the pod. I think that's probably the biggest threat to me there. Not too worried about that cunning captain. Alright, so let's buy the Cargo Mech. Let's kill the captain, even though I could use it with my fighter base to get a double discard on him. Not too worried. Oh, this is not like... That's saucy. I don't want to face this patrol boat. Oh, hey, what's up there, big old base? And there's the draw for the scout. I didn't think about that. I should have left that hero out there. We're not going to pass up the scrap. We'll keep the blob miner around for another go. Again, we got some big cards out there. Okay, we potentially have the trade to buy it if it's still out there. Oh my goodness. He puts together the exact draw to get it. Wow. Again with Corvette randomly hanging out in his deck. But if it works, it works. And we're getting beat down here, so that's not good. Alright, so let's get some scraps then instead, because again, I would have kept those before. Alright, we don't really need mining mech anymore. So we'll grab that mobile market. Another mining mech out there basically, I'm going to say clogging up the trade row. If he wants to buy them, sure, but he's only got 3 starters left. So we'll get rid of this now. And we'll pass turn. So we're keeping it close. We're kind of not getting some of the cards of combo that we want to, but I guess we don't. Yeah, we are. We're good. Alright, he's got the 5, gets that patrol cutter. As a repair bot, I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's what he's going to do right now. Okay, so I think we'll scrap out the mighty mech, even though we kind of like it leaving out there. Oh, Fred. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 1 short of buying Fred. That's really unfortunate, and I wonder if he's going to have it. I wonder if I should buy that cargo pod just for the trade and the massive damage. Oh, and then we flip over a swarming point. Wow, this is rough. Alright, let's kill the ranger. Let's get that out of our deck. Do we want to put anything over here on top? What have we got in here? No. Want as many of those cards to shuffle in as possible. Okay. Okay, we've got 7 trade in. Oh my goodness, he's got all the trade in the world. He can buy both. That's really bad for us. My goodness. What a turn of events. We're getting beat down pretty solidly. Not gonna lie. We're taking a pretty handy beating here. Alright, so we can scrap up to 2. We're gonna need all the damage we can get here, so we're not scrapping any, which is unfortunate. I'm getting pretty lean as it is already. Alright, so we're going to play this out. We're not gonna have enough damage here with these cards to do what we need to do. We gotta kill both these. That's 9. We got 5, 6, 7. I mean, we do technically have enough. I can leave that out. Yeah, Artemis. So Rick is, oh my goodness, my time is just wasting away here. Rick is running a tournament tomorrow with commanders. If you go check out the Facebook page, we can buy that. It's going to be posted in there. If someone has a link handy, feel free to share it. And you basically, you pick 3 commanders. And to start out, you're going to be playing each of them in different games. And then if you lose games, they kind of take damage. If I'm understanding this right, I could be completely making this up with something else. Maybe you just lose the commander, I can't remember. But eventually the thing is you'll whittle down your commanders as the tournament goes on, and you'll end up playing less and less of them. Alright, let's kill that Demolisher. We're at 11, so I think we're dead. Fortunately. Protopod is now the least useful card in the deck. Got that battle barge with all these bases we got going on. Laser drone. Battle bot, scrap none. Plasma bot. We want to ensure anything on the top? Nope. Get rid of this guy. I mean, we made it close. But close is unfortunately not gonna do it. Oh my goodness. So brutal. I can't believe... I can't believe he was able to buy those monster cards like that so continuously. That was brutal. Let's see what happens if we go in there again. We'll try Walsh again. We give him another shot. I'll see a blue 7 master. Yeah, let me go look up that tournament action here real quick. Alright, let me take a look here. Yeah, of course. That's the only place to be. Alright. Oh, and also Paul Solomon just posted something with the Commanders League. He thinks it's going to be 7 to 9 weeks, and you'll be expected to play 5 to 7 games a week. So it'll be a big commitment, especially with Commanders. Let me scroll through here real quick and see if I can see Rick's post. Maybe he posted a link. Oh, here it is. Can I copy? Can I not? Oh, it's an event. Let me click on the event. There we go. Can you share it? Why is it not let me share it? Oh, there it is. Okay. There you guys go. Enjoy. Alright, I'm going to get back. We were playing against El Storch with a comment off a double comment. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. And there's a Fed battleship known as Fred that we can't even buy. We drew junk. We didn't get either of our 2-cost cards with a full draw. Oh, that's so disappointing. But can we do anything else cool? Like, can we pop that and play 2, get a star market, get 3 trade, play 2? Yeah. We can. I can't believe I'm forgoing scrap, but we'll grab the star market, put it directly into play to get 3 trade to buy a battle mech. And I think I have to kill Fred. I'm sorry, Fred. But now, if those warning beacons stay out there, and I can use those to trigger Star Market, I'm okay with that. It is what it is. It ain't much, but it's honest work. So let's see what El Storch wants to do. El Storch, I don't recognize that name at all. They're level 26, so they know what they're doing. And he did have exactly 7. Ooh, so he could... Oh, we got Newberg again. So, oh, and he does kill the Star Market. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would stick around, not gonna lie. So, he is debating on what to scrap with his Cluster Scout. He gets rid of 1 beacon. So he's gonna draw 2. And then he can either discard 2, or take 4, or take 8. Anyone else see that? He discarded Diplomatic Shuttle, which gives you 5 life. He discarded it so he wouldn't take 4 damage. He could have kept it. It's only 1 life difference, but still, little play things like that. I think people... Honestly, I just think they're not paying attention. Okay, so we've got... again, he's going to be gaining life or not. We got to keep that in mind. We'll get rid of the Viper. Obviously, that's a pretty easy choice. That's 3 damage. Holy cow, my time is just going by really fast. I really wanted to hopefully get that star market so I can get that colony siege up, but I can't leave it out there for him. Just can't do it. We got events going off all over the place. Ooh. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's still better than taking the damage right now. Alright, so let's put this out here. You know what? We want some trade. Give me that shuttle to go with my bases. Give me this bacon directly to play. I'm going in on it. Give me this hero. Just for that opportune time, I may need that. But we got Factory World out there. That's all we care about. That's what we're looking at. That's where our attention is. That's what we want to try to get. Give me that Factory World. It's got the Trade Escort. I love the Trade Escort. I was a big fan of Trade Escort even back in Vanilla when it was considered a pretty block hard. Like, it's an 8-point swing. The Cutter rolling in. Staying up late. For him, it's like 5 in the afternoon. But that's besides the point. And that spiteful El Storch just killed our Factory World. Ooh. I kind of digging the Freight Raft. Star Market here eventually, maybe? Yes. We will do it. We'll forego the life to do that. Alright, so we've only got 2 here. Let's put this on top. Should I have done this before first? Okay, so I don't know. Wouldn't matter. We don't know what's up there. What's going on? Don't want to get the Screecher. We have got lots of event action going on here. Anytime we get lots of events, I love Screecher. Even though Barter World's, good for my deck here. We'll grab the Screecher. We got 1. You can't go wrong with Alignment Bot. He got bases. He does not have any bases, but he does have green cards of faction off of this. We're going to leave it out there. Rather than take 5 damage when he plays it again. When you're drawing 6 cards a turn. That's something to consider too. When you kill things to get it out there, thinking you're going to bury it in their discard for a little bit, they're going to get it back quicker in Commanders. They're drawing 6, 7 cards, Arc makes an appearance. We have the trade to buy Arc. We have the trade to buy Colossus. Everybody take a deep breath. Let's not overcomplicate this. Buy the Colossus. Nice and easy. Good to go. Do I want to hit him with a double discard? Just kind of mess his hand up a little bit. Nah, we'll hang on to it. Hey, we've got a bot this evening. 2 of them. Wow. Oh, I typed banned, not ban. That's funny. I haven't had bots in a while. I'm kind of kind of makes me feel like my stream is doing good tonight. We got bots in here. We're good. Was there 3? Oh, there was 3. Wow. We're big time, folks. 3. Yeah, I just got to drive by there. Shot me up all over. Discard a scout. I should pay attention to my turn here, shouldn't I? Alright, so we want to, for sure, put this Battle Barge. Ooh, Please tell me he can't get the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He is most likely going to be able to buy. I have a small chance. Like, he would have to not draw these two together, and he's drawing. Yes, does he have any bases? Whatever. Oh, I guess I could have done this too as well with it. Whatever, we'll give it a shot. Now I should have killed his base to give him one last shot of the draw off of his card. He didn't draw it. We can't buy Eddie either, but we're certainly gonna. Oh, patience rewarded. Wow, what a time. What a freaking time for that to show up. That's disheartening, unfortunately. Man, well, we got a machine base. Yeah, we'll set a machine base aside. We're good with that. So first things first, let's scrap in case we trigger a draw. I've seen a lot of people where they'll just wipe the row and then, hey, you just triggered a draw. Do we want to buy that blob fighter? Even though we've kind of like not really sticking with the old red-green specifically, but we got some blue in there. Yes, we'll buy the blob fighter. We're still drawing 6 cards. The rest of this, let's spin the wheel. See if we can land on some big bucks. Ooh, a simulator, which we cannot get, so he cannot have it either. Oh, I could buy Hive Lord. Wipe the row again. You don't say. Do it up. Spin it. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Alright, there we go. Now, I will draw off of this guy. Perfect. Because I really want this Ram Pilot. I will take the Ops Director over the Frontier Hawk. Mobilization. I messed this up in one of my first Commanders games after it went live against Rick, Darklighter, of course, and I misread it backwards, and I had Reclamation Station and 3 crap cards, and I did it opposite. I was so upset. Well, we want to keep the blues up there. We got a good chance of drawing a lot of blues. I mean, you know what? Let's let them all go. I want a better chance of getting that Colossus. Let's keep Warkite away from him. Alright, I will kill the base now. It's going to be at least 2 hands away for him. Oh, and I still didn't get it anyways. We kept the Blob Fighter to draw with the Ram Pilot. We could. Positive thoughts. We got some docking that's going to happen. I'm very excited about that. We talked about that, early in the game when we bought that freight raft because we had the turn 1 star market. Like, maybe it'll happen. We'll see. And it has happened, so now it's happened. Will happen. Shouldn't count my chickens. We got events in this game. I could die this turn. Could happen. There goes Emperor's Dreadnought to his deck. Or to his discard, at least. Alright, so let's see if we can get some action with that Blob Fighter. Unfortunately, we do not. So, there we go. We've got that. We got that. I almost just want to buy that Ion Station. Just to put another outpost in his face that he has to deal with. What's off that machine base, but I'm doing a little bit of scrapping as I go. Yeah, let's buy that Ion Station. No whammies. Nice. Totally missed it, Dan. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a big Press Your Luck fan, and I think we've talked about this. Elizabeth Banks just, unfortunately, not doing it. Not impressing. Are we at a good enough health? Ugh, I probably should start gaining life. No. We're gonna take the security craft because that'll also get us life as well. Let's scrap. Get that out of there. And go. Yeah, like I said, I like her as an actress, so I had hopes. I'm like, okay, this will be good. She's funny. She does comedies. She's relevant. And that show, she just seems, you know, when she's hosting Press Your Luck now, she just seems awkward. It doesn't seem like she's comfortable. And I thought maybe that would go away. No, it still hasn't. Like, it's not good. So. Okay, so unfortunately we drew Colossus with a rainbow. That's unfortunate. I was kind of afraid of that a little bit. So we might Battle Screech first to see if we can get a event to pop. To maybe get us some... Let's play this guy. Let's play this guy. Let's get the Hagen out there. Okay, let's Screech the row. Maybe we'll get an event that'll let us draw some cards. We do not, but we do show a spawning worm, so gotta be careful of that. Oh my goodness. Let's buy the ops director. Still didn't trigger anything. Okay, so let's trigger green. Get some faction in there going on. 2, 3, 4. We're not going to get nearly enough here, unfortunately. So let's scrap out this spawning worm since we can't get it. We'll buy the Screecher as well. Ooh, because I want to Screech out that Night Star, but I almost want to Screech out 2 fighter bases, really. Granted, he's got 1 card that really goes well with it, but I don't think we're going to kill it. We're going to let it go. Yeah, no audience. Oh, exactly that. I mean, that's hurt a lot of things. That's definitely one of them. Let's pop one of those just because we got so many, just to keep it comfortable. Let's pass turn. We did some good damage. We're coming back in life gain now, which is interesting because we're not the life gain deck, but we found a way to make that happen. We don't have as many bases as we'd kind of like, but you know, these commander decks are just like anything. Even if you think you have a certain way you like to play, you've got to constantly readjust, assess the game, see where you're at in the game state, what's a good purchase regardless, and then is it tailor fit for your deck at the time. So sometimes it can go different routes. There goes Ram Pilot. Ooh, and a Blob Overlord too. If he went about that Ram Pilot, he could have gone double fighter base. They're weaker because I make them smaller, but it's still... And he ends up buying one, so I think buying that Ram Pilot was a mistake. If he was at all interested in buying that fighter base, I think I would have bought them both. I mean, let's maybe keep the Ram Pilot away from me. I get that, but I don't know. We will definitely buy this Hill Colony, giving it a bigger defense with our ability. We still have that machine base hanging out in there. He definitely could have been fishing, and I think that is obviously what he might have been doing. I would agree with that. It just, for me, it's hard because if you're considering it though, you knew by fishing you were chancing the opportunity to not get both. But maybe he weighed that option and he was good with it. He's like, you know what, we're gonna risk that. I could buy an outlet station. I'm always good buying those. We know that. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to forego 2 damage from the Wilderbot to get a bacon, to throw the bacon out there. Dan has called it out exactly right. If you're going to be that guy, just be that guy. Yep. Yeah, I think, again, it's tough for him because those fighter bases are smaller. He's only got again, granted, a very good Star Empire card. And he does have quite a bit of card draw, apparently. So, oh my goodness. So he would have had a good shot, but of getting those together. Well, apparently he's just going to kill me. That could happen. That could be a thing. not dead, but we're hurting from that turn for sure. Hurting for show. Luckily, at least we're going to throw some bases out there. We're going to gain some life. Holy cow. I mean, we might be dead next turn. We have to scrap all these heroes out. Is he thinking about fishing with that Fed shuttle? I don't think you do at this point. My goodness, no. Who knows? I guess Fed shuttle isn't the worst thing for him. This kind of stinks. But we will get rid of the Cluster Viper. Alright, so... Put that guy out there. Let's put the guy out there. Oh, we do have Screecher to go with the battle. That's right. I kind of like keeping these bases out there because I can be greedy. Kill a fighter base. Lob fighter. Let's get some draw going on. There we go. Well, we might actually not want to scrap. We might want to scrap the Cluster Viper instead, just because we're in a situation where we might be going down. Perfect. Ooh, that's... And we drop poop with it. That's okay. Does he got bases? Yeah. Discard. Versus Neural Nexus, which lets you draw and scrap, and you can scrap something big. Yeah, so we're grabbing that guy. Alright, let's go ahead and... just based on what he's doing, we're going to play it safe. We're going to scrap it all out. I guess I should have bought this first before I played the card. There you go, Rasmussen. We'll save it for next turn, hopefully. Well, we have a chance of maybe going for the kill. Colossus on top. Is it there? Nope, but we do have docking. That's a bonus. So we've got them. Unless we die. Death is a factor of preventing you from beating your opponent if you're dead. Yeah, I do get the base in the hole. Machine base isn't as good as Neural Nexus though. Especially now because Neural Nexus can at least faction to draw a card. If I've got a big card in my discard that's basically damaged that turn, it's going to be more of a factor for us. And we're going to draw decently off this Colossus too. We're going to draw 4. So we're going to call Trade Empire. Trade Federation. I just called them Trade Empire. I'm making up factions now. That's it. Making my own game. Forget the Star Realms business. We're making our own. This game's crap. I don't think they spend very much time on this game. Terrible. Alright. Pollen Bloom. That's pretty unimpressive. We'll gain there. Let's gain there. Let's bring that Star Market back. Let's just load up on the life gain. We got game? Yeah, we've got game, don't we? Yeah. Alright, we'll just kill him. Whatever, let's flip something over and lose the game because we're being cocky now. Alright, he does concede. Yeah, I should have just done the damage. I mean, we're playing a real-time game and I'm locking him in there. I do kind of frown on that myself. Whoops, where'd it go? Well, kids, we've done it. Alright, thanks for stopping in, Dan. I really appreciate it. Yeah, normally I only stream from for about 2 hours, but Matt did send us this game, and last night he threw a random challenge out at the end of the night, and I challenged him, and he played, so we will oblige him as well. Frank's throwing a game in there. Frank, we'll see. I might play this one now. Yeah, absolutely, Dan. I'm really glad you can make it. By all means, I normally stream every Thursday night from 9 to 11 Central Time. That is 10 to 12 Eastern. All right, let's go ahead and take this challenge from the Cutter. Sending us promos, all the promos. I like this. This will be fun. The command decks with the sets. I'm assuming Matt sent random, so I will do random as well. He might not have. If he didn't, that's okay. Hey, we're going first. Oof, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you, Artemis. I'm assuming you mean the best like every night of the week, regardless of who else is streaming. Because I know that guy that streams that same time frame on Wednesdays. Kind of shaky. Kind of shaky. Never know what you're going to get there. So. Alright, what do we got here? Oh my goodness. This is tough. So it is Walsh. On Walsh. And yeah, that Wednesday guy's a total hack. Okay, so I think we are going to... Oh, I don't want to pull Conversion Yard when I can't even use it. So that sucks because he most likely will be able to use it right away. I am going to scrap this Blob Destroyer though. I don't think I'm going to buy it because I don't want to waste this. It's not a waste, but I don't want to use that right now. Holy Frontier Runners, Batman. Here's a question. Does someone go triple Frontier Runners? Buy the Star Barge. Ooh, a supply bot. Man, do I get the Strategen for a supply bot? I think if this is like a tournament or tournament game, I don't do this. I think then I flip him a mining mech. Well, we'll see what happens. If he has the right draw, it is possible to buy both of those cards. He did get his Protopod. Did he get his Welder Drone as well? If he got his Welder Drone with his Stratagem too, he for sure can just buy them both right away if he wants. And of course, he did get them both. But there's a factory world out there, so... But he has mining mechs, so now that gives him a better opportunity to get it maybe before me. We'll see. So he is playing a Swarmling, deciding what he wants to blow up. He does blow up the scrapping base conversion yard. Alright, so he is going aggro. Alright. So the one thing about the Walsh on Walsh is interesting is our Warcrafts just equal each other out. Neither one of us have a bonus there. Now the problem is Matt still has a Stratagem and there's a factor world out there. And I cannot scrap from row this turn to kill that. So that's bad news. So I kinda... Part of me almost says just grab an Explorer, grab 2 Explorers. Part of me says just be dumb and pick up all 3 of these Frontier Runners. But I think I'm just going to get overran if I do that. There's a Dreadnought. Oh yeah, that happened, folks. There you go. You saw that. You stuck around for that on stream. That just happened. You know what? And since we're doing it, you draw 6 cards a turn. You've got a chance of doing something. Unfortunately, we didn't do what we wanted to do. So that's unfortunate, but that's part of the game. But that does at least leave us a very saucy Enforcer mech to help. Oh, what's up, Fred? So now things are going to happen. Matt most likely has the trade for Factor World directly to play. That's very unfortunate for us. Yeah, I think it's a Imperial Frigate. Drew just enough for that too, unfortunately. All right. So we will... This stinks. Because if I buy Fred, I don't have damage to kill his Factor. I have to kill his Factor World. I don't have a choice. So I'm just going to play these out right now anyways. And just consider that choice is taken for me. I can't leave that out. That really is unfortunate. Oh, the converter is so bad. I mean, I guess we'll take it. So we'll see. Alright, we'll see what Matt's got here. So we're obviously way behind. If we don't get another one, we don't get one of these bombs here, we might as well just wrap it up. He scraps Fred, so he can't afford Fred. Interestingly enough, I have exactly one short of buying Emperor's Dreadnought, and he left Emperor's Dreadnought. Damn you. So that's going to hurt us. That's going to haunt us a little bit. Alright. Let's do this here. Kind of don't want to go 4-color, but... let's get rid of that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm one short. Buy that just to be annoying. That to kind of help excuse my decision. Buy a skiff with all those, oh my goodness, the flagship shows up as well. Put the skiff on top, why not? Gotta kill his base, can't leave it out there. So that's unfortunate. Drawing 2 of those scrappers right away, but we'll see what happens here. That's got mining mech, so he's got A trade. Buys the flagship over the Dreadnought, knowing I've got Star Empire in my deck. Of course, I didn't draw it. I'm surprised at that. We'll scrap out the scout bot. Oh, I mean, there's a few cards in this game where it's almost an auto win. Granted, again, I still have a good chance, but yeah. This card here, that Factor World is basically an auto win if you can get it early like this. The ability to put cards directly into play is astounding for the balance of the game. It can just wreck a game. When you think you're doing good, just the fact that you can just not buy stuff and just get it right away without having to wait for it, yeah, it can destroy games. Alright, so let's kill that. We can't kill both, so let's decide what we're doing here. I think we're gonna grab the pod. I like the pod, it's big trade and it scraps itself. So we're down. But we got those frontier runners. Not one, not two. We got 3 of those bad boys. That'll keep us alive. Alright, Matt is playing down lots of damage though, unfortunately. A destroyer by hitting for 5 every time. He hate buys the cargo craft. I mean, granted, he's got yellow too, but that's a hate buy. He's going to get 3 yellow cards here, though. That's going to stink. But I'm going to hit him with 2 discard here. I'm going to punish his hand this turn. So I'm going to scrap a scout there. Oh, why didn't I play this first? So there's 2 damage I just lost out on, because I wasn't paying attention. That's how it works, folks. Destroy his base for free. Take that work height. Yeah. And I definitely called that out right away. You've got 10 cards, you're drawing 6, you're gonna have 3 yellows there. Kind of a hate. So I've got a 1 out of 3 shot of scrapping my Enforcer mech to get that blob carrier. I don't think we're worried about it. I want to do anything with these here. By the rocket. We can make tricks happen with the rocket. Cargo mech doesn't hurt. That makes the choice a little bit easier to swallow because we did that. Alright, so we're going to discard 3 cards here now. After Matt discards 2. Yeah. Gets the flagship to ensure he draws all 3. Couldn't possibly put that flagship on the bottom 4 cards. 20. Oh, are we dead this turn? Nope. Alright, so we gotta discard 3. Painful. I mean, it doesn't matter, we're dead either way. But, discard that action. Doesn't even have a base out there for us to get the free kill. There we go. This is what I was afraid of. I mean, I would bought a lot of junk this game, so this kind of makes sense. And that is game. Once again, look what's out there. Look what's out there. Now, I did nothing that turn. But yeah, when you're able to scrap down like this and you can get that consistently, this game would have had any more length to it, like would have been higher life totals. It still probably would have gone the same way. The card is just so huge. It's a good time. So, Matt takes it down at the end of the stream. Frank, I appreciate the challenge. I will accept it, but I'm going to play it off stream. Take that. I don't want to hear Matt's good games after beating me 3-0. Ridiculous. No, good games for sure, as always. Great set, and thank you for the follow-up game. You're very welcome, Artemis. Thank you, everyone, for stopping out. I'm going to go find someone for us to raid. I do like to do that at the end of the stream, just throw someone a little love. If you guys, be cool if you stick around for just a few minutes just to say hi. Let me take a, oh, my buddy Private Pile. Private Pile streams Call of Duty, which a lot of you guys might not be into, but he's a pretty funny guy. And he'll get a real kick out of that if we stream him. He's only got a couple people watching him. So let me go ahead and get that set up here. All right, so I've got that all set. All right, again, thank you everyone for coming on. Thank you, Dan, for showing up. Thank you, Artemis. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Lux. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, just VQ for the raid. Everyone else that I'm forgetting, I apologize. Frank, of course. I appreciate the love tonight, and I will see you guys next week. Invalid name. Let's try it again. I wonder if he just logged off like right while I was doing this. That'd be funny. Yeah, it does say invalid. Let me take a look here. Let me see if he's streaming. It shows he's streaming. Then that might not be updated there. He is. All right, let me try it one more time. Oh, there's 3 threes. Okay, there we go. All right, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. So it'd be cool if you just stop on there, just say hi. We'll show him a good size raid. He'll get a kick out of it. Have a good one, guys.